Hello everyone, today we will look at transformer core saturation on oscilloscope and a way around it. So B is the magnetic flux density, E is the average applied AC voltage, A is the cross-section area of the transformer or how big or small is the transformer, N is the number of primary turns, and F is the frequency that we are using. As you can see, B is inversely proportional to the number of primary turns. And B is also inversely proportional to the frequency that we are using. We can't really do anything about A because the size of transformer is fixed. So if we increase the number of primary turns, B will decrease, which would solve our problem. But then the output voltage of the transformer on secondary will also decrease. But if we increase the frequency, then B will also decrease, but that wouldn't change the output voltage of the secondary. Another thing I wanted to mention is that increasing the frequency too much will lead to higher eddy currents in the transformer core. So try to find the right balance between number of primary turns and increasing the frequency. So let's just say if you were using 5 primary turns before, try to use 6 and then try increasing the frequency. Another thing is that B is also directly proportional to the primary current. So when the arc forms between the two electrodes of the secondary, a lot of current is gonna flow through the primary. So here is the flyback transformer. This is a DIY flyback transformer with around 650 turns on the secondary and 7 turns on the primary. We're gonna see the current through the primary with the help of this ferrite core. It has around 50 turns and this is a 10 ohm resistor. So yellow is the gate drive signal. As you can see, currently we are using 7.6 or 5 kilohertz. I'm going to turn on the power supply now and slowly increase the frequency. And as you can see, the current waveform looks much nicer now.